Good morning, students. I hope all are fine. Yes? Yeah. And let's start our new session. I hope all have revised pronouns, the subject pronoun and the object pronoun. Yes? Now, first let us start with our prayer and a small assembly. So, I want all of you all to stand up, join your hands, close your eyes, and stand straight. I want all of you all to stand straight, okay? हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। मुनियों ने समझी, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की बानी। हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत वर्णी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा, मुकुट सर पे साजे। अज्ञानता के मिटा दे अंधेरे, उजालों का हमको संसार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ. Now I want all of you all to rub your hands together. See, it's getting warmer. Now put your hands on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Yes. Yes, children. Today's date is 15 September 2020. What's today's date? 15 September 2020. Today's day is Tuesday. Which day is this? Today is Tuesday. So you all know the date and the day. Now let's go for the thought of the day. Now thought of the day is the distance between your dreams and reality is called discipline. What does this mean? You have a lot of dreams, no? When you grow up, you want to be this, you want to be that, you want to work like this, you want to make a computer, you want to fly an aeroplane. All these are your dreams. Now, to bring these dreams to reality, you have to follow certain discipline. You have to do your studies well, get into the good college so that you can follow your dreams, right? So this is the meaning of the distance between your dreams and reality is called discipline, right? So we have come that we have said the distance between your dreams and reality is called discipline. So if you follow certain discipline, you can bring your dreams into reality. Okay, now let's go to the next. Today's GK question. Which is the longest river of India? Does anyone know which is the longest river of India? Let's see the answer. The answer is River Ganga. Which is the longest river? River Ganga. River Ganga is the largest river of India. Now let's see why it is called the largest river of India. River Ganga is about 1557 miles long. How long is it? It is 1557 miles long. Where does Ganga originate? It originates from Gangotri Glacier. It is on the southern slopes of Himalayas, which is 14,000 feet above the sea level. Above the sea level, you know where is it? Above that it is 14,000 feet. So the water, the glaciers melt and that water falls down. From there its beginning. From 14,000 feet. So it is traveling all the way from there. That is to the place where we see Ganga. Right? So, which is the longest river? River Ganga. And 1,000, how many miles long is it? 1557 miles long. Right. So that's today's GK question. Now let's start with our lesson 5, the cow. Okay. That is, it's a poem. It's a small poem. Now, the cow. This is lesson 5, the cow. And here this is a poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Right. Who has written this? Robert Louis Stevenson. So what is this saying? We'll just read first and then we will see. The friendly cow, all red and white. What does this mean? The cow is very friendly. And what is the color of it? It is red and white. What was the color of the cow? The color was red and white. I love with all my heart. Who loves the cow with all his heart? The poet. No? That is Robert Louis loves his cow with all his heart. Right? Now, she gives me cream with all her might. What does the cow give the poet? She gives the cream. She gives cream with all her might. What does she give? She gives cream with all her might. To eat with apple tart. To eat with apple tart. The cream, how can you eat it? With apple tart. Understood? Apple tart is a sweet. It's like a cake which with apple it is made. Okay. So, with that, how do we eat it? We eat it with the cream which the cow gives. So, let's read it again. The friendly cow, all red and white, I love with all my heart. She gives me cream with all her might to eat with apple tart. Let's go to the next paragraph. She wanders lowing here and there. What is wanders? She moves around. No? She moves around here and there. And yet she cannot stray. Cannot stray means she will not get lost. She knows where she has to come. Even though she moves, she doesn't be in one place. She goes here and there. But she will not stray. She won't get lost. All in the pleasant open air. Where does she move around? She moves around in the grassland, no? Where they have lots of grass to eat. Right. So, the pleasant light of day. When does they go to graze? To eat grass, when does they go? They go in the daytime. So, in the daytime, what happens? She wanders lowing here and there. Wanders lowing here and there means what? Wanders means moving around. She doesn't stand in one place. Lowing means making that mooing sound. Moo, they do na? That sound they make, that is called mooing sound. Here and there they wander. And yet she cannot stray. Means what? She doesn't get lost. Even though she moves around in the whole place, she doesn't get lost. She knows where she has to come back. All in the pleasant open air. Where does she move around? She moves around on the open air where there are lots of grass to eat. And when? In the pleasant light of day. In the pleasant light of day. Means when it is daytime, the cow moves around the grasslands mooing. Mooing means making that moo sound, no? And going here and there and eating grass. That's the meaning of the second sentence. Okay, second paragraph. Now let's go to the third one. And blown by all the winds that pass, and wet with all the showers, she walks along the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. What does this mean? And blown by all the wind that pass. When she is walking around, the wind is blowing and there is slight rain and wet with all the showers. There are slight rain. When the rain is slightly dropping, droplets of water will be there, no? On the grass. She walks among the meadow grass. Where there is grass, she walks around there and eats the meadow flowers. Meadow is a place where there's a lot of grass grown and there are lots of flowers also in that. So that's the place where they are eating the grass. Understood? Let's read the last paragraph again. And blown by all the winds that pass. And blown by all the wind that pass means what? The winds are blowing by. It's blowing, no? And it's also bringing out all that water which has rain is coming. So it is, when the rain comes, what happened? The wind is also blowing, right? It is passing through the cow. And where is it? And wet with all the showers. Showers here means slight rainfall. Showers means slight rainfall when it's just drizzling. You all have seen drizzling, no, of rain? When it just falls for few 5-10 minutes, it just falls here and there, 1 or 2, 3 drops, and the place gets wet, right? So that's a shower. We say showers. Rainfall. For slight rainfall, we say showers. Okay. And blown by the wind that pass, and wet with all the showers, she walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. Where does she walk? She walks on the meadow grass. Where does she walk? She walks on the meadow grass. Where does she walk? On the meadow grass. And what does she eat? She eats the meadow flowers. So, what does she eat? She eats the meadow flowers. Now, let's read once again. You all can repeat after me. All of you all? Fine? Ready? Chal. The friendly cow, all red and white, I love with all my heart. She gives me cream with all her might to eat with apple tart. The next paragraph, she wanders lowing here and there. What does lowing mean over here? Making that mooing sound. How does a cow make the sound? Moo. They keep on saying no. that sound. Okay, that's the meaning of lowing. She wanders lowing here and there, and yet she cannot stray, all in the pleasant open air, the pleasant light of day. When does she move around here and there? In the daytime. When in the open air. Open air is like you all go to the park, to play. The same way the cows and all go to graze. That is, they go for eating the grass in the open air. So that's what. She doesn't stray means she knows where she has to come back. Even though she doesn't be in one place, she goes and then she comes back to the same place. So she doesn't get lost. And now let's see the third paragraph. And blown by all the winds that pass, and wet with all the showers. Here, showers means what? A slight rainfall. We get no over here just a drizzling of rain. That's called wet with all the showers. This here means showers means rainfall. She walks among the meadow grass. Where does she walk? She walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. What does she eat? She eats the meadow flowers. So children, I will read once again. You all follow me. Okay? Right. The friendly cow, all red and white, I love with all my heart. She gives me cream with all her might, to eat with apple tart. She wanders, lowing here and there, and yet she cannot stray, all in the pleasant open air, the pleasant light of day, and blown by all the wind that pass, and wet with all the showers. She walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. So all have understood the poem now. Now once again just let us see what is this poet saying. That he has a friendly cow which is all red and white. What's the color of the cow? It is red and white. And I love who loves the cow? The poet loves the cow with all his heart. She gives me cream with all her might. What does a cow give? The cow gives cream. No? What does the cow give us? Milk. With the milk we form cream, no? Is it not? So that's the cream we get from her. With all her might. To eat with apple tart. What do we eat the cream? We eat it with apple tart. She wanders lowing here and there. She goes here and there mowing around. Mowing is making. Lowing means making the sound. The sound of the cow, which the cow makes, is called lowing. And yet she cannot stray. And yet she doesn't get lost. All in the pleasant open air. In the open air, she is moving here and there, but she doesn't get lost in the light, in the pleasant light of day. That is in the daytime. And blown by all the winds that pass, and wet with all the showers. She walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. Understood, children, now? All have understood? Now, let's now we have read the lesson, read the poem, and you all have understood the poem, right? Now let's read and see aloud. You all know what are rhyming words. Last time we had learned, no, rhyming words. What is it? It sounds the same. The ending sound is always the same, or it ends also with the same letter, same alphabet. Is it not? But usually it is a sound, that sound of the word, which is rhyming. Now let's see some rhyming words over here. Here, now we have got the word and the rhyming word. See, white, might. Now, white, it is ending with E, but still we say only T, white, T sound, right? Might, T sound. So, that's called rhyming. White, might, there, air. R sound is coming for there also, even though it ends with E, but we say there, R sound is coming. Here, air, R sound. So, there, air. Pass, grass. S sound, see. Pass, grass. S sound. The ending words which we have the same sound, that is called rhyming word, which ends with the same sound. It's called the rhyming word. Now here, we have the words ending with the same letter. See here. So, now see. Heart, tart. Heart, th. Tart. Tart also th. Right? Now, stray, ear sound. Day, ear sound. So, again we have got the same letters also over here. Showers, flowers. S sound. Got it? So, these are rhyming words. Now, let us read once again all the rhyming words. Start. White, might. White, might. There, air. There, air. Pass, grass. Pass, grass. Heart, tart. Heart, tart. Stray, day. Stray, day. Showers, flowers. Showers, flowers. Got it, children? These are the rhyming words. Rhyming words are what? It has the same sound. And some have the letters following. The last letter is the same in the rhyming word. Now let us just read out some new words which we have learned, which we have read in the poem. That is stray. What is this word? Stray. S-T-R-A-Y. Stray. Wanders. W-A-N-D-E-R-S. Wanders. Showers. S-H-O-W-E-R-S. Showers. Lowing. L-O-W-I-N-G. Lowing. Might. M-I-G-H-T. Might. Pleasant. P-L-E-A-S-A-N-T. Pleasant. Apple tart. Apple tart. Meadow. What's this? Meadow. M-E-A-D-O-W. Meadow. Learn these spellings and these words and the spellings of these words. Okay? So next time I will just ask you all to write some words. So in the test also I might put to spell out these words or choose the correct spelling. Right? So learn the spellings of these words. What are they? The first word is stray. What is it? Stray. What is the first word? First word is stray. Stray, wanders, showers, lowing, might, pleasant, apple tart, meadow. Okay, stray, wanders, showers, lowing, might, pleasant, apple tart, meadows. Right. So you all should learn these spellings of these words. So let's go to the next slide. Now we are going to learn word meaning. What does might means? Strength. See? Strength. Right? Might. What's the meaning of it? Might means strength. What's the meaning? Might, strength. Might means strength. What does might mean? Might means strength. Right? Yes. Okay. Look at the picture. What's this showing? The strength of that person, no? He's a strong man, right? So that's the might means. Apple tart. See? An open pie with a sweet filling made of apples. It is an apple tart is what? It's a open pie with a sweet filling made of apples. Means it's like a cake which is made of apples. Right? Now, wanders. Wanders means goes from one place to another. Wanders means goes from one place to another. Okay. What does wanders mean? Wanders mean goes from one place to another without any reason. How does a cow go for grazing? You all have seen? In the movies and all, you all must have seen, no? The cow moves around the grass, no? That's what? Wandering. Right. Now let's see the next. Lowing, a deep mooing sound that the cow makes. I told you already. What does it lowing means? The sound of which the cow makes. It is the sound which the cow makes. What's the sound the cow makes? Moo. Right? Mooing sound. The deep mooing sound that the cow makes. Stray is what? To move away from the place where one should be. Now, when y'all are asked to stand in one place and y'all move around, right? Y'all don't be there when we come and search, you are not there in that position. That is called straying. Understood? To move away from the place where one should be. Pleasant means what? Something that makes you feel happy. You're smiling away and you are feeling very happy. Right? So, pleasant is something that makes you feel happy. Got it? So let's see. Lowing is a deep mooing sound that the cow makes. Stray is to move away from one place where one should be. That is like getting lost also. If you move away, if you are asked to stand in one place and you move around, you will get lost, no? Straying means getting lost also. Pleasant, something that makes you feel happy and smiling, right? So that comes to an end of your meanings. Now let's see. There's two more. Showers means rainfall. I told you all already. What does showers mean? It's a rainfall. It's a small rainfall. Okay. Now meadows, flat land that is covered with tall grasses. A flat land that is covered with tall grasses. Covered with tall grass. A flat land that is covered with tall grass. What is a meadow? Meadow is a place where there's a flat land. It's a piece of a land which is very flat and it is covered with tall grasses. Okay. Now, exercise 2, literature comprehension. Now let's see the questions. What are the questions? Whom does the poet love with all his heart? I already explained this. I asked you all also. I know all of you all know this answer now. The poet loves a friendly cow with all his heart. Whom does a poet love with all his heart? The poet loves the friendly cow with all its heart. The poet loves the friendly cow with all his heart. Got it? Now, let's go to the second question. What does the cow walk among? What does the cow walk among? The cow walks among meadow grass. The cow walks among meadow grass. What does the cow walk among? The cow walks among meadow grass. Okay? Now, the next one, the third one is, what does a cow eat? What does a cow eat? In the poem it had told, no? What does a cow eat? The cow eats the meadow flowers. The cow eats meadow flowers. What does the cow eat? The cow eats meadow flowers. Okay? So, whom does the poet love with all his heart? The poet loves a friendly cow with all his heart. What does a cow walk among? The cow walks among meadow grass. Where does the cow walk? The cow walks among meadow grass. Okay. What does a cow eat? The cow eats meadow flowers. The cow eats meadow flowers. Now here again we have got some pair of rhyming words. Now see, the one is from the textbook and from the poem, and the other you have to write. Here I have given already. You all can write some more. You can make of your own. Now white, might, write some more. Heart, tart, start. White, might, write. Understood? White, might, write. Then heart, tart, start. Heart, tart, start. There, air, care. There, air, care. Stray, day, pray. Stray, day, pray. Pass, grass, class. Pass, grass, class. Got it? All of y'all? Y'all can make some more, and y'all can make sentences also with these words. Like, right. My answer was right. I have a white dress. Okay. Heart. I love my mom with all my heart. Start. I will start doing my homework. Air. We all need air to breathe. Care. My mother cares for me. Like that, make sentences also with these words. Okay? On your own. Small sentences. Now this is value based question. These questions I have given an answer according to me. Now you all can also write. The reason which I am giving is according to me. Now you can also give the answer on your own. Okay. Now what is the question? Are cow domestic or wild animals? Give reasons for your answer. Now we all know what are domestic animals and what are wild animals. Domestic animals are the animals that live with us. whom we take care. Whereas wild animals are the animals that live in the jungle. Wild, we don't take care of them, they take care of themselves. Okay, so cow is a domestic animal, right? So let's see. Cow is a domestic animal. Animals that live in the wild can take care of themselves and are called wild animals. Animals that live in the wild can take care of themselves and are called wild animals. They don't live with people, whereas domestic animals live with people. Domestic animals are tamed. They are often kept as pets by people. They are often kept as pets by people. Is it not? Now let's read the answer once again. That is, cows are domestic animals. Animals that live in the wild and can take care of themselves are called wild animals. They don't live with people. Domestic animals are tamed. They are often kept as pets by people. Got it? So, cows are domestic animals. Animals that live in the wild and can take care of themselves are called wild animals. I told you all, wild animals, we don't take care of them. They take care of themselves, right? So, that's why they are called wild animals. They don't live with people. Domestic animals are tamed. Tamed means what? Tamed means we look after them, right? We train them that you have not to do this, you have not to do that. So we train those domestic animals, right? Then they are often kept as pets by people. Okay, so that's the answer for this. Now let's go to the next question. This is, which is your favorite animal? Now you all can write about this on your own. Okay, that is, which is your favorite animal? See, which is your favorite animal? Why? Now you can write here, I love cats, so I have written about cat. You can write about dog or rabbit or whatever you have as a pet or you like to have. Your favorite animal can be a lion also. So you need not be this thing. Why you like? Why it's your favorite animal? You can write about it. Okay. So I have written about cats. That is, cats are my favorite animal. They are naughty and curious. They are naughty and curious. They do silly tricks and make me laugh. They do silly tricks and make me laugh. I love it when cat sits on my lap. I love it when cat sit on my lap. It is very comforting. They are also easy to take care of. So why cat is my favorite animal? Because they are naughty and curious and they do silly tricks and makes me laugh. I love it when the cat comes and sits on my lap. It's very comforting for me. Then they are also easy to take care of. We have just to feed them and the rest they take care of themselves. Right? So this is about my favorite animal. Now I want you all to write about your favorite animal. Okay, so this comes to an end of your lesson 5, the cow. So I hope all will learn the spellings, the question answers and the meanings of all the words. Right? Okay. So let's end the session. Thank you, children. Hope